You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network. Now, the largest new media platform on the web and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Dean. Johnson.
The AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California. Presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AFTERBUZZ TV's Bad Girls Club After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Bad Girls Club After Show.
I get it.
What?
That's right, I said it. One of these times I'm going to learn all the words.
Chevonne, I mean, like, the show's about to be over.
Listen, I got to let the words sink in and live with me for like 5 years. You know?
We've been doing this for like 8 seasons now, and you can't learn the damn word. They've used the same damn motherfucking intro since the season 1. The same damn crusty-ass bitches are in the same intro, and you don't know the words.
I'll get there.
All right. What up, AfterBuzz? It's your boy DJ Jesse Janedy here in Studio 4, the Bad Girls Club Season 12. I'm joined in studio by my lovely co-host, Chevonne Hughes.
How you doing, y'all?
And we're super excited. We don't get her long, but we are excited that she has just given us the time to talk. We have the lovely Miss Jada on the line. What up, girl?
Yeah, what's good?
All right, so we got 10 minutes with you, so we're going to bust into some serious questions. All right, girl?
All right, let's do this.
1. What the hell was it like inside this motherfucking house? I mean, you went in there. It seemed like you and Red were kicking it. You guys were cool with each other. I don't know why, but when all the fans were tweeting about before the show had started, they were like, Red, Jada. So I'm imagining, oh shit, Red and Jada are probably going to be like the crew.
Yeah.
You know, you got this big black girl, this short little white girl. You know what I mean? Like, here, this is going to be a cool little situation. Right. So you go in there and you meet all these lovely females. we like to call it the bipolar club here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What was it like, and when did it kind of hit you like, oh shit, like these bitches are crazy? What was the moment for you? Because
wow, okay,
that kind of snapped it off.
For me, they don't show a lot of everything. So like me and Red, we was kicking it. We shared cool ass moments. I looked at her like one of my homegirls. It was extra what they let everybody see. Of course, they're gonna make it look for viewers to want to see more.
Mm-hmm.
But it was never like that with us. Like, it was so extra. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. Like, I never watched the show.
Oh, wow.
So, like, being in the midst of it, I'm like, damn, like, 2 weeks in, like, this isn't what I thought. I'm not turning up with, like, a bunch of bad bitches having fun. Like, these bitches hate me.
Right.
Like, this is, like, everybody hates me. I just got to do me now.
And what do you think that was? Why do you think all the girls had such a strong negative reaction to you? And
it's strong personalities. We all have very strong opinions and personalities. We come from different places. I lived in Florida for a while. I've been most of my life in New York, so I'm very opinionated. I'm outspoken. I grew up in a different hood than most. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, they look at my skin, they're like, you got blonde hair, you white, you have to talk a certain way. You don't talk the way we expect you to talk.
Right.
So we don't like you. We're not fucking with you because we don't understand you.
Well, okay, but you know, and I feel like you're very much like that, and then you have Red, who's very similar to that, or so she puts out that she's very out there. But we're coming to see that Red might be an actress, a little bit of an actress. But there was one thing that kind of split the two of you, and it was this whole lesbian thing. Why was Red so hot in the pants? Because there had to be something that they were not showing us. There had to have been a conversation that y'all had where Red felt like bitch, we just cuddling.
I just
like,
want to lay with you.
Right, like, bitch, we just cuddling.
I blame myself. I was too understanding of her. We had similar issues, and we had deep conversations. I was too there for her. I let her get in the shower with me. I let her lay in my bed.
Mm-hmm.
I blame myself. Like, for me, maybe I blame myself for being confused with the whole Brit situation. But with me and Red, I strictly looked at her like my homegirl. Like, my girl's back in New York. Like, you guys need me. You crying on my shoulder. What's up? It's nothing. But
so
it was too much for her. She really had real feelings.
She was attracted.
I mean, yeah, you could tell she snapped. That
Yeah.
makes snap. All right. So next, now I don't know, no real tea or nothing like that, but I want to talk to you because you are the source. I don't want to hear no fan pages telling me nothing. I don't want to hear no bad girls tweeting stuff. You went to prison. This is not a secret. You have spoken about.
You know what's crazy is I never said I went to prison. I was locked up for 6 months, but I never said prison.
So that's jail, not prison.
They ask about it on the show. They ask about it. You know, they want you to talk about your shit, what bothers you, what's wrong with you. I talk about it, and everybody's like, "Oh, Jada boasting about going to prison." Nah, Jada went to jail. Okay. Yes, I fucked up. I got locked up for 6 months. I ran from the law for 7 years. Oh. And finally they popped me.
Can you talk about why?
I went to prison.
Can you talk about why you were in jail for 6 months?
I was a fugitive of the law. So basically, I lived in Florida. I got caught multiple times, driving without a license, violating probation.
Just being a bad girl.
Being a bad girl, doing fucking up. I was a kid.
Right.
And all right. When I finally violated, they wanted to put me in jail. I ran. I went back to New York for 7 years. And then,
so then you went to jail. And tell us a little bit about the difference, because there's got to be some similarities. You know, you're dealing with women with strong personalities in jail, and then you go to this house, which is supposed to be a fun environment, right? You would think fun. Which would you, if you had to do one over, which would you do again?
I'll take
girls
jail
all day. I mean, I had my freedom. You don't even know. I running through the law for 7 years, you kind of hide out. When I had my freedom, finally, I was going everywhere. I went to LA. I got a bad girls club. I was living my life. So I would do that all over again. I learned a lot. I was an asshole. I fought everybody like, what the hell?
So going into this bad girl situation where you were tested so much, how were you able? I mean, obviously, we saw that you weren't able to control it to a certain extent because you were fighting with all of the girls. But I mean, there is an aspect where you were trying to keep your temper down for so long. What was it inside of the house that you feel was your biggest challenge?
I mean, probably the girls. Everybody wanted to judge you. You know, you couldn't even live your life. You couldn't breathe. You couldn't sing in the shower. You couldn't do nothing. You walked the wrong way, and somebody's telling you you're wrong, you're fake, you're flip-flop. Like, everybody's judging you. Eyes are on you. You can't be yourself. I couldn't laugh. I couldn't joke around.
And, I mean, we see that the situation with your name and, you know, you didn't want to – you expressed to the girls why you changed your name. Now, had all the girls known the story? Did they know part of the story? Because we feel like when you guys went to on vacation and everyone brought it up at the table, it was like, okay, you know, maybe they didn't know. And did they know prior to that? Or?
What's funny to me is that the one person in the house that knew why I didn't go by my first name anymore was the first person to sit there and Google it. So I'm a little appalled that I opened up to someone that really just used it against me and aired it out, like pulling up like photos of me in jail. Like, that's what's up.
Right.
So that sucks. But at the end of the day, I was true to who I was. I opened up to her. I didn't open up to everybody. I didn't deem it necessary.
And
they didn't like me.
And I have a question about, in this episode, we saw you and Alex getting closer again. But we had just seen Alex kind of jump on the bandwagon, the anti-Jada bandwagon. So was that you guys coming back together kind of authentic, or was it like just because you needed a buddy, or because it was kind of quick?
Like, how was it hard to really look Alex?
They don't show you the in-between. Like, there was like weeks at a point before I went into that studio session, but I was always kind of apprehensive of Alex throughout the rest of the time in the house. I knew what time it was. We had conversations that were dubious, and then she would go back and talk to the other girls after she talked shit. So I was peeping things with her. I'm cool with Alex. I just don't mess with her on that level because I don't think she really is true.
All right. Well, what about Asia? Because this bitch, I thought I was going to like Asia, and she is annoying the hell out of me.
Every time she speaks, I just want to, like, go to sleep.
Because I'm just like...
I mean, I like Alex. I mean, I like Asia. Asia's cool with me. Asia got caught up in her little love triangle.
Okay, is that what this is? Because I look at Asia and I'm just like, she's sitting in tonight's episode, she's sitting out there playing Jenga, whatever the fuck they're playing. And, you know, she's like laughing, jumping on top of Red. I'm like, this bitch literally told you she was going to fucking eat you.
Yeah.
And you're playing cards with her. So is it just, you know, the little girl who doesn't have, you know, the backbone, and she's just kind of swaying wherever the protector or her girlfriend is? Is that what we're seeing?
I just say that it's hard in that house. You know, you question yourself. Like, in it's different. But in that house, like, you just want to kind of be accepted. You don't want to deal with drama. You just want to have a good time and enjoy your moment. So I feel like she just let shit go. I let a lot of shit go just to have fun in the moment. Well, and just enjoy it.
I mean, I will give you that because there's so many scenes that we see. I mean, girl, you did have these bitches in your face screaming at you.
That phone booth scene was crazy. Like,
you don't even see the half of it. You don't see the half of it. I let so much shit go to where they took my kindness for weakness. I would fight. The next day I would wake up like, it's cool, nothing. We here. We still here.
And so what?
It's hard.
What did this show really teach you? Like, what have you grown? Have you actually gotten to a place where now when those situations are presented to you, you're not fighting, you know how to back away, you know how to verbally dress the situation down? Have you grown in that essence?
I mean, I've grown, but I can say in my outside life, I would never deal with the disrespect and the things that I dealt with in that house. It's not the same. So, I mean, I've grown, but if anything, that place helped me grow 10,000 times more than I ever would have thought of growing out here.
Now,
you don't deal with it out here.
The life coach, you know, we've always been kind of skeptical about if this life coach situation is gonna, you know, actually be able to help you guys. Alex felt like, well, I don't know if she was really qualified to really help us. What did the life coach? Did you learn anything from the life coach? Did the life coach give you anything that you were like, you know what? I'm glad that they added this to the show.
Right. I liked the life coach. I was open for change. I know that I have, like, my anger issues and my trust issues. So I was open for it. And she actually did help me because I learned, like, with all those fights, I could have walked away so many times. And instead, I was like, what's up? Like, you feel that way? We going to talk about it? We going to fight about it? And as a woman, you don't have to be that way. You can respect yourself as a lady to walk away, and that's how you feel. Laugh it off. It feels better to laugh.
And you put a lot of your emotions into your writing. When it comes to writing, performing, would you say that what kind of a writer are you? Because to me, I feel like you have like this like poetic soul type
Soft,
of.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
My influences is like Lauryn Hill, India Arie, but I'm gonna tell you, like, when I walked in the house, not for 1 second did I say I was a rapper and say I was a singer. I walked in there trying to chill. Everybody hated me so much that I was secluded. I was by myself, so I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna look like an asshole on camera, just sitting here like a dud. So I'm gonna start writing. So I found something to do with my time. I started writing. I got into the studio. I never thought I was gonna do this. Tonight you see me on air. That's the first time I actually recorded real. Other times it was just play, hanging out with my girls.
So you didn't come to Chicago wanting to kind of network?
They created that because they hated me so much. So I was like, fuck it. I'm going to do something that's comforting to me. And that's going to the studio back home and chilling with my girls. Well, I ain't had my girls here, so I was like, I'm going to the studio by myself and just fuck it. I'm going to see how it goes.
The one thing I will say that I really have liked about you watching this is, other than, you know, the fact that you're fighting kind of cancels it out, but I will say a lot of the times when you are angry, you don't understand the situations, you vocally, you know, say, I need to get away from this, and you go away, you write down, and you just sit there and you're going through your emotions while writing them out. And I think that's a positive way to do that. And so, you know, obviously we do hear all the rumors of, well, Jada's coming on the show to be a rapper and be all this A, B, C, and D because of the editing. No, and watching it tonight, I'm not gonna lie, because you remind me of one of my friends, and I was like, you do have potential. You have a lot of potential, like lyrically, what you're delivering. You have some dope ass lyrics, but you can see the nerve in you tonight. So I'm actually really interested to see from then to now what you've been working on.
Thank you.
To see what kind of growth you have.
I've been growing so much. Like, I didn't want to do this. I fell into this, and I'm gonna embrace it.
Now, I'm sure you probably get a lot of people saying that you look like a lot of people. What's the #1 person that people think you look like?
Oh my God, damn, Hannah Montana. I can't.
Really?
Take that. Hannah Montana, or what's her? Miley Cyrus. Yeah, that's her real name.
I think you look dead ass like Christina Aguilera. You don't
Ooh, that's a really good one. I've heard that, but not as much as damn Miley.
Oh.
That's what's up.
All right, so before we let you go, apparently there's been a sneaky person in the house. So we think it's gonna be Blue. We think it's going to allude to Blue being the sneaky one. But out of all the girls in the house, who were you most disappointed in?
I would have to say Blue.
Really? Can you tell us why, or are we just going to have to watch and see
I really
why?
like her still. I think she's swaggy, but I was just disappointed to see how she would be so cool in my face, but then really like behind my back not. Walking in on that little confessional, like even with Britt, like I heard afterwards she was saying she wanted to fight me, but everybody acted mad cool besides Lo to my face. So Blue was a slap in the face to me. I didn't really know that she was feeling the type of way about me.
Interesting. And then actually speak on Lo, because I got to say, Lo is one of my... this bitch is so crazy. I enjoy when she gets mad. I'm sure you don't have enough...
I know, me too. No, I have no beef with Lo. Like, honestly, used to be mad funny to me. I didn't know why she really had any real beef.
Especially
I didn't get it.
You said about her vagina on the show tonight.
I was flip-flop, I guess. I know. But I speak the truth. I'm sorry.
No, I feel that.
Fish mark.
And that's the reason, as far as...
What's funny is I kept it to myself. I had smelled it, but kept it to myself, and then Slim brought it up to me, and I was like, oh, shit, I'm not crazy. So, like, I really kept it to myself.
Oh, goodness.
But that's the thing that I'm the reason, I don't know why, because, I mean, honestly, a lot of the things that Lauren gets upset about, I look at, I'm like, bitch, come on now.
Now she's
But it's
extra.
the way she gets
pretty.
mad.
She's pretty. You can't be mad. Like, she's cute when she's mad.
She is, but then I feel like she explains why she's mad, and even though it doesn't make sense, it low-key is like, well, maybe that just pisses her the fuck off. The bitch keeps it real. So I do appreciate that in the two of you guys, that you can walk away from that and fight.
How often did you have to ask her to repeat herself when she would say something, because you were like, what is that English? Did you just mumble?
I know. It was funny.
I can't. Well, Jada, thank you for calling in. Hopefully we can get you back on the line during the reunion, because I heard that the reunion has a whole bunch of tea.
Most definitely.
All right.
Let me know. Keep me posted.
And Jada, where can all your fans tweet you?
Twitter, Jada 5 stars. Instagram, Jada_Cacchilli.
Alrighty. Thank you for calling in.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
All right. And if you guys want to call us in, Ben, what's the phone number for here? What is it?
Let me check.
424. They be changing it on us. So we'll get you guys the phone number if you guys want to call us. All right, let's talk about this. Britt goes and picks up Red from the airport. Blue and Lauren are still irritated with Red. Blue's mad at Red because of the voicemail, which you feel like the voicemail wasn't that big of a difference.
I honestly, it was over my head why she didn't sound that much different.
Yeah, she did.
Did she?
I just get what it is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, exactly how they showed it last week. So with Red, everyone has different voices. You know what I mean? Like, of course, I talk like this. But if I'm talking to, like, my aunt's friends, you know what I mean? I'm going to clean it up a little bit. Like, hey, what's going on?
But literally, it wasn't like she was using, like, words with tons of syllables in it. Like, it was just, like... She was saying, hey, yeah, I miss you guys. The only problem I had with it was her saying, I miss Asia. You know, like... But other than that, like, to me, the cadence of her voice, the style of her voice did not sound any different. Now, when she gets angry...
they said that that's not how she carries herself. Like,
okay.
Even, like, normally. And if you notice tonight... Yeah, she was mad and she sounded like a little scrappy. Yeah. But, I mean, when she was talking most of the day, she was speaking like that, except the etiquette class. But she wasn't talking a lot in the etiquette class because she felt uncomfortable.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know, maybe I need to, like, listen to that voicemail again or something, because I was missing it.
I feel like last week they edited it and pieced it together so that it would sound, so that you get why they were saying that.
Okay.
So let's walk that one. Lauren thinks Red is a fake actress. Okay, so now everyone believes this. Interesting. Oh, we got, all right, here's the phone number. 424-253-0504. 424-253-0504. Was that it?
Yeah, let's go ahead and go with that. Our regulars know what the number is. Y'all know what the number is. We don't want to say it every damn time.
But then if I don't, then they tweet me like, where the fuck was the number? So, all right. Lauren, Blue go out to dinner. This seemed really forced.
It seemed like they were on a little date.
It did. Like, I kind of low-key feel like Blue has been crushing on Lo this whole time, and Lo be like, that ain't never gonna happen, but you can take me out on a date.
I like how Blue said that. She's like, I just, Lo and I just want to go out, so we could talk about the girls in the house. Yeah, you just want to go talk shit.
Right, like that.
That's what you want to go do. Over some steak. That food looked really good, by the way. I think I'm just really hungry at the moment.
That chicken that Lo had. So Slim isn't real. Basically, we get that they don't think Slim is real. And Red is an actress.
Yeah.
Well, we have a caller on the line.
See what they think about that.
Caller, what's your name? Where you from? Caller.
You lied, Ben.
We lost him.
You lied.
Damn you. So Slim isn't real and Red is an actress. Who you think? Do you believe this about Slim?
Well, I think we got our caller back, but I will
put them through.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
About Slim?
Here.
You're here?
No.
Okay.
Who are you? Who are you?
Where do you hail from?
Oh, I'm sorry. I call all the time. You guys never answer. I'm so excited.
Oh, all right. Well, hey.
Glad you got through this.
Well, what's your name? Let's start with that.
My name is Heaven. I'm calling from Detroit.
Kevin from Detroit. Woo! All right.
No, Heaven.
That's what I thought.
Heaven.
That's what I thought. I was like,
all right, Jesus, done granted. I swear, heaven
get it
on
right.
the
Get it
line.
tight.
All right. So we're talking about Lauren and Blue. They went out to dinner tonight, little girl time. They talk about Slim isn't real and Red is being an actress. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about Alex? Everyone's kind of like, it seems like Blue is trying to pinpoint Alex right now.
I kind of can see how she's kind of irritating to them. Like, she kind of tries to be, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Like, I don't feel like she does it purposely. So that's why she can't understand. But I kind of see it because she is kind of irritating at times. She's like, really? Like, that whole, I don't understand why. The cuss word thing was really stupid. But come on now. Like, everybody knows what cursing is.
right.
Like,
well, when you're younger, you don't know. Like, you learn from other people's reactions to that word that it's bad.
Yeah, like, I feel like when I was...
You know that from, like, an infant. Like, you know that as soon as you're able to, like, learn how to talk and stuff, you know that.
Well, where are you
So
from?
it's like-
I mean, I don't know what it's like
Detroit,
in
you said.
Detroit. Yeah, I don't know what it's like in Detroit,
I mean, like,
but I was
people
not...
are supposed to curse in front of you, but you always hear, like, you can't control other people. Like, your parents can try to be like, well, we're not going to curse around you. But you can't control other people in the world. Like, it's going to come up at some point.
That's but I mean, she's saying
But I
for
did feel
her,
like that was kind of weird.
for her, it didn't come up until she was 12. I don't find that crazy to me. That, like, to me, that's like, okay, that makes sense. I mean, because she's how old? She's 20-something years old.
Yeah.
Now, the kids nowadays, I believe you come out the pussy and the doctor's teaching you, like, giving you a list of curse words.
Slap that ass.
Right. The baby's just like, that was my mama's coochie. You know what I mean? Like, in 2014, it's different. But when Slim was 12... You know what I mean? I feel like...
Well, do you think
I
that...
just feel like it would have at least been at least younger than that, though.
All right.
Well, do you
like,
think that Slim... Sorry, go ahead.
What did you say?
Go ahead,
Sorry.
Heaven.
No, I just said that. I just feel like 12 is like a little bit up there for that to be the first time that you heard a curse word before in your life.
But
My child,
yeah, well,
my
that's
child gonna tell me that it was 12.
yeah, well, that's the whole discussion. You know, like the argument is like whether or not like she just obviously just does not fit in, and rather than dumb herself down.
And I don't understand why he's on there, to be honest. because
Exactly.
Her first thing was like my image. Well, what kind of image are you having on Bad Girls Club?
Right.
Like, really?
And I was saying before, like when I was watching it with Jesse, I was like, she says that she refuses to let people get a rise out of her. But do you really think that's the case? Do you think it's just more of like, if she were to fight, she would not be able to hold her own?
Yeah, clearly the bitch would.
No, I don't think she would, to be honest.
You don't think
Because
she?
I feel like there's a lot of stuff she could say, like, or things that she could at least voice her opinion on. That she just doesn't. But I honestly don't think she would even try to fight because I feel like she's probably never even been in a fight before.
Right. Well, she
So-
said she don't want to mess her face up. Which
Yeah,
I
that's
ain't
right.
mad at that.
I mean, you can see from the class of people that she's hanging out with when they came and visited her that they are not the kind of people who are going to fight
Yeah, I was
over
like,
mincing
what
words.
What the hell? I was like, that lady looks like she's like 40.
I thought
I
that
was-
was her mom coming to the door, and then the caption said,
I'm
her
like, was
friend.
that your mom's friend?
Yeah, I was like, oh, her mom's here. Okay. No.
I know, but I did too. I was like, bitch, you been hire
Why-
beat
why
bitches
you
off the
bring them
Hallmark
out here
channel.
like that? Like,
I mean, that is like the most.
Okay, but here's my thing. Alex is either the fakest bitch in the world for hiring these two women to come on as her friends.
Oh my God, why did I think that?
No, she did not do that.
No.
I was thinking, no, she didn't hire them. She should have hired some new friends.
Okay. No, but then I started to myself thinking, okay, here's another two. One, oh look, Alex is a real ass bitch. Like who she be kicking it with? She be kicking it with older women, you know what I mean? Like who aren't about the petty shit.
Right.
Or then I was like, look at you, Alex. You just have to be the prettiest girl out of all your friends.
No, but still, even if
I was thinking that.
Even if that were the case, and you wanted to have uglier girls around you, like that was like a completely different, like that was like Ohio, Middle America friendships. Like where is she? She's from that area, right? Chicago.
She's from Chicago. Yeah.
Okay. Well, like, but still, like
I'm so mad that Red tried to like find a friend in the other chubby girl. She was like trying to crack a joke with her, and the other girl's like, "Oh, you're talking to
she's brown."
Red was all up in this shit. Like I would have been like, "Okay, Red, say hi and walk the fuck away." Like, why are you in my friend's face? So I wasn't mad at her friends.
You do not have a friend in me.
Right, Heaven. All right. So before we let you go, Heaven, do you want to go on a rant on somebody? Since you always be calling in,
Red.
What you want to talk about?
Well, let me see. I love Lauren. I love her.
Join the team.
Like, she's so real. Like,
people are so
she
mad.
Ghetto. She do dumb shit. She be flipping out over whatever, but she don't tell you how it is. You don't never have to speculate or guess.
She sure will.
So,
doesn't matter how tall you are, she'll stand on a chair.
She needs to calm down though. She needs a Xanax.
I
tell you
love
that.
her.
She needs to calm down.
She does. But
her blood pressure, man.
She's just ghetto. She can't help herself. That's just.
She is not ghetto.
She is so damn ghetto.
Of who? Paula.
Oh, I would love to see them.
But she reminds me of Paula times, like how when Paula gets mad and she like starts going off. Except she's like Paula times like 10.
Yeah, because I believe when Lauren scream, I'd be like,
which is crazy.
I'd be sitting there like Kermit the Frog, like.
She be tripping, but who I don't like the most would probably be. I'm just over Red, to be honest. I'm over her. Like I don't dislike her. I'm just like, girl, bye. But
I feel
to be honest with you, I might get a lot of hate for this. I do not really like Jada.
Really?
I don't know what it is. I've really liked her since day one, though. It's never been like, oh, I just randomly stopped liking her. Like since the first day, I didn't really vibe with her for some reason. And it's funny how studios can make you sound good as hell. Like, because when she was singing in the house, that bitch sounded like a dying ass cat. But they listened to it. Like the playback, she's sounding good. I'm like, studio make it.
But what about the words? Were the words up to par? Let's just talk about the words, though.
Her rapping is like, it's hit or miss.
Yeah.
Like, she'll have like a few good lines, and then you'll be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, bitch, no. Like,
but she's like a Def Jam poetry. Like, she needs to be doing like poetry shit. Like, work with like Jill Scott type producers who are gonna give you some like.
I feel like she'd do good with like spoken words.
Yeah, but she has to work on the rhythm part of it though, because that part throws me out of it.
She chops up the rap. The rap sound retarded because she can't. She chops it up. That's why I'm like. She'd probably be better with like spoken word and.
But
like,
think about
like
before Iggy Azalea came out with Pussy, like Iggy Azalea was sounding like some damn tuna fish. Like it was not cute.
I'm not even really on the Iggy Azalea bandwagon.
I mean, I didn't say I was on the bandwagon.
That song made me clutch my pearls,
but
man. I couldn't. With
Pussy?
That song. I couldn't. I'm too demure for that.
Girl, but you are. I was gonna call you a stripper. All right, Heaven, you need to get the fuck off our damn lines. Other people gonna get mad. Heaven, what's your Twitter handle?
It's at. Oh, actually, I've tweeted Chevonne once before.
Oh, did you?
But it's yeah, and you actually tweeted me back. I was kind of excited.
Yay!
But anyway, it's I love Chevonne. Like you're like the best. DJ Jesse Janedy, like you're fine. Let me tell you.
Oh, I'm just fine. Like,
she means fine, like sex, you know.
All right, girl, we'll stop stroking our damn
Thanks,
dicks and
Heaven.
get the fuck off our line. All right, we love you. Bye.
All right, I'll call you guys back next week. My Twitter is XX legit with 2 T's _Barb XX. I'm out this bitch.
Got it. All right, drops the mic. Boom.
Right, I went on my rant. She was like, I know he gonna go on his rant, but I'm still gonna get my Twitter handle.
Listen, Jesse, do you want some of this tea right here?
No, with your lipstick smudge all over it.
Hey.
All right, so I guess we already talked about the Jada and the music thing. Like, it is what it is. Like, clearly she was not good tonight, but like I said, I feel like if she works with the right people. You heard the new Paris Hilton song?
Why have you heard the new Paris Hilton song? Is a better
I'm a
question.
DJ and I have to listen to music. But it sounds like.
Listen, you know, if you got enough money and enough connections, you can make anything happen.
I mean, yeah. So Red comes home. She runs in the house screaming, "Hey!" And no one cared.
Crickets.
No one cared. Let's see if this caller cared. Caller, what's your name? Where the fuck are you from?
Hi, my name's Alexis.
Your name is
Hello?
LA?
My name's Alexis, and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
What up, girl? Go ahead, Chevonne. You want to talk about how you from Atlanta, Georgia? Just
Yeah. Peachtree. What a Freaknik. That's when I got there. Freaknik was happening. Yeah. Showing my age. Oh no.
So right now we're talking about when Red came running in the house and screaming, "Hey!" and nobody gave a damn about Red's motherfucking ass. They then went to etiquette class and they had to walk with books on their head. And shady ass Lauren was like, "Oh, we gotta walk with books on her head. Alex, why don't you go first?" And offered Alex to do it.
What? Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, what do you think? Like, why you're gonna be mad at somebody for doing what you just wanted them to do?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
and that's your girl. Okay.
Lauren is kind of like being fake because like she was mad when Alex was walking in front of the line, but when she wants Alex to go first with this, I feel like Lauren's being fake because then she's not gonna like it anyway.
No, the difference of them is look. I'm gonna be real. Like Lauren is clearly has jealousy type issues towards Alex. She looks at that bitch and is like, "I don't like that bitch. She's pretty. Bye." But that's what the fuck it is.
Lo is like ghetto Barbie, and then Alex is like like black Barbie.
Right. Lo is like, "Alex, you were just born into something that I should have had, but I mean, look at me and look at you. All my bitches look rich as fuck." So, anyways. Sorry, I got on my low rant.
Etiquette class, Jesse. Etiquette class.
I ain't doing no damn etiquette. All right, so the reason why she did that with Alex, though, tonight was to shade Alex. Like, girl, you always talking about you a model. Because Lauren thought she was really going to not be able to walk with the book on her head. Because, you know, Lauren didn't have no scene with her walking on a book. Yeah. She was not putting that book on her head.
She didn't want to mess up her weave.
Sure didn't. Sure the fuck didn't. It's all right. Lo was just hating tonight. It's okay. I don't mind when she loves.
But Alex did a good job. Like the book didn't fall at all on her head, and I was like, wow, she's very talented. But you know, it was throwing shade the whole time at the thing, and I feel like they're jealous of Alex because you know she is a model, and they were getting mad at her when they she didn't invite them to the like fashion show, and it's like I don't know.
I mean, well, yeah, but they were mad about the fashion show thing, and also they felt like she doesn't open up, and they still feel like they don't know who she is, or she's putting on this front, and I'm just like, well, bitch, what do you want to know from this girl? Her DNA structure? Like...
And there's no incentive to open up because of the way that they're treated. Because if she were, they're already, like, telling her about herself on, like, superficial stuff, right? So why the hell would she go out and open up her life to these girls who are already hating on her? Especially when they're basically calling her bougie every damn day, you know,
telling her that she's acting and you're all about your image. Well, bitch, look in the mirror because you need to be about yours too. Red calls her mom talking about it's the baddest bitch on the phone. Her mom said, "You lie." That was cute.
I thought that was so funny.
I did too.
And then she was like, "Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I didn't notice. I need to stop answering the phone like that." And I was cracking up.
And even though I talk all that shit about Britt, I will say Britt was funny tonight. She had two of them for me. One, it was when they were talking about the life coach, and Lauren was like, "Who was it talking about getting in the life coach face?" And Britt did the life coach person. She was like, "Go ahead, go ahead. I'll just wait."
Oh no, I don't remember.
Was it Lo?
I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't remember.
Well, I liked when Britt did that, and then she did something else.
Talking about probably the mother. I woke up and I went in the living room and I didn't know. I thought someone's mom was here.
Mom was here. All right, Brett. 2 points for you. They talk shit about the life coach. All right, well, let's ask you this. How do you feel about the life coach being on Bad Girls Club?
I feel like it's amazing because these girls, they came on the show because they have issues and they're just trying to, resolve them and, like, become better people. And it just gets on my nerves how, like, Britt and Red are, like, not feeling the life coach. But what did you come on the show for? Like, they said that they were going to have a changing season like this.
Well, do you feel like them kind of putting up these fights and arguments? Like, to me, with Red, I feel like Red actually now, after this episode, could gain the most from a life coach by reacting the way she is. Because none of the other girls are really showing their true selves the way Red is right now. This bitch put a pillow on her face and screamed. I haven't seen someone do that since I was 7. Because the bitch sat on the couch next to her and told her, although that would irritate the fuck out of me with the life coach.
If someone was because she was actually doing something, doing an exercise, which I feel like they should be doing a lot more of, was trying to figure out what her trigger was. But it's still like, if she was there more, like if she maybe like had a little trailer out, she's there the entire time, then it might work. But if you're just coming in every now and then trying to get these girls to trust you, of course you're gonna get a reaction like that from Red. This chick doesn't trust anybody. She has trust issues. She has an issue with her dad. Like, I don't understand. Like, I honestly, I don't know. I don't think it's a healthy situation for these girls.
I liked how the life coach talked to, like, Red, telling her if you put the X on Jada's face, because to be honest, I think Red also put the X on Lauren's face to start drama.
Sure did.
And everyone was thinking it was what's her name, Asia. But I was like, no, it was Red probably who did it.
You called that, Jesse.
Yeah. And not only that, but with tonight when, what's her damn name? Red was confronted about the X.
Oh yeah.
What did she say? She said,
"It doesn't matter.
Why is that any of your business?"
It's a simple question.
She was hired to make it her business. One. Red starts putting on this show, keeps asking her, why do you think that this is your place to ask this? If Jada wants to come to me and ask me who put the mark on her face, then I'll give her an honest answer. So basically, you're giving me this whole performance and wasting all of your breath, my time, your time, by telling me that you did it in a very long, dramatic way.
Yeah.
So why I'm happy that she acted out like this is so that way now, today, she can watch this and be like, oh shit, these are my life problems. Because she's got plenty of them.
Right.
It was just too over dramatic for me. It was sad. It was more sad to me than to be like, because I know a lot of people are going to walk away from this episode and be like, fuck Red. I'm more like, oh, is she all right? Like, what happened to her after the season?
I'm curious. We should ask Jada. Damn it. Oh, well.
Well, I mean, I know what happened to her after the season. I'm not trying to be a fan.
Okay.
But no, I mean, she's on Twitter, tweeting, doing all that stuff. I've heard that she's started some ish. There's a rumor that she's in the BGC 13 house. There's a rumor that she jumped Natalie Nunn.
Goodness.
So,
I don't know. I just feel like a lot of her problems stem from her confidence level and her self-esteem. That's really all it is. Like, because I know, like, my personal experience with that, like, any problems that you have, like I had, would stem from that. So all the way she's acting out, her issues with
stem from what?
Self-esteem, low self-esteem.
Okay. Yep.
And she, she's like sitting there with all these like skinny bitches.
Yep.
That's gonna do something to your ego. They're going to the beach. She's wearing a damn like long ass maxi dress.
Yep.
And when the other girls are wearing booty shorts. It's just kind of like you want to be involved, but you can't. And so she has to figure out a way to not look like she's hurt.
And so she jokes on herself.
She jokes on herself. She hates on other people for no reason. She acts out. She's extra.
Oh, I totally see it. It's just at the point of when is she going to realize it? When is someone important in her life going to open up to her and be like, here's the tea, girl. Right. You're being fucking crazy. You shouldn't have been fucking what's her name's man. That is your sister. That is not how we teach lessons to people. bitch. All right. So before we get you off the phone, who is your favorite in the house and who is your least favorite in the house?
My favorite would actually be Jada, because I feel like she's been real the whole time. Like, she has been flip-flopping a little bit, but she keeps it real, and she doesn't back down. Like, she sticks up for herself the whole time.
True that. Who do you hate? Who can't you stand? Hate's a strong word.
Yeah.
I'll have to say Red and Britt.
I mean, I would have picked both of them, too.
I'm
The
still on
reason Britt
Asia.
is because, like, she's always wanting to fight people, but she doesn't, like, fight. Like, I'm tired of people saying they want to fight, but they don't fight.
Well, she might be
And
doing
it's,
it
like,
next
getting annoying.
week
Yeah.
because she wants to go. They're kind of indicating she's going.
She had a Britney Spears
Yeah,
breakdown.
it's like Alicia from what was it, Atlanta, when she was like, she already knew she wanted to go, so she was gonna fight. What was it, Rocky?
Oh, yeah.
Like, she already knew.
And I forget who tweeted at us. Someone tweeted at us that Britt's going to prove herself. It's like,
Child.
this is Fight Club. All right, what's your Twitter handle?
My Twitter is @itsalexis, ALEXAS.
Sweet. Thank you for calling in.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Felicia. Alex and Jada are on this thing. They think Blue is a shit starter. I'm excited that this storyline's coming into play, even though I like Blue. Just interesting to throw that wrench in there.
Yeah.
Blue's the whole manipulator. She's the Julie of the season.
It makes sense because, well, she did it in a completely different way. She
Well,
came
yeah,
at it
she
from like
wasn't.
I'm your buddy, you know, I'm cool, you come talk to me. Julie was just like, bitch.
What was it? The bad guy from Inspector Gadget?
Oh,
Dun, dun,
the
dun,
claw or
dun,
something.
dun, dun.
But yeah, I think that she is passive aggressive, and sometimes when you're passive aggressive, you're so good at it that you fool yourself.
I honestly, sometimes I think she don't even know that
that she's doing it. Yeah, because you might turn around like I did it one time when I'm talking to a friend. I'd be like, yeah, I agree with you, and then like the next day I'm talking to the friend, I'm like, you know what? I agree with you now. You know, like you don't do it on purpose. It's just like
empathy.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, you can empathize with everybody, but if you don't have the conscious decision as to what is right and what is wrong, boop.
Right.
Then you need to remove yourself from the situation. So we talked about Sue and Emily and out to lunch where Alex was venting.
Ooh.
Jada was sitting over there
super
like,
animated.
Oh, girl,
yeah.
A lot of tea, it's spilling over there. You know what I mean? Like, I think Alex, you know, I'm glad that she was with her friends. But, you know, I didn't agree with some of the stuff, but I just kept that. It's none of my business. She pulled a Kermit. She was like, none of my business. I can't.
This chamomile's good, though. Some good chamomile.
So, truth or dare, Red has to run the house.
I love that.
Do you think it was 3 laps and then she took a break?
No, because they would have.
Or they edited it like that?
No, I think she did, because then they would have. The girls would have said something.
They did. They said that.
Well, they thought that she was in the kitchen. Maybe they just wanted to say like a joke, but like, in all honesty, I don't think it was that big of a lap.
I mean, it wasn't. It's like a.
Yeah. But I'm glad she did it, and I'm glad she was a good sport about it, and she tried, you know, because we've seen in the past when it involves something physical, she's like, I'm not doing it, or she's dramatic. Well, she was dramatic about this, but, you know, she was acting when she was running. We could see that.
Yeah.
Like shuffling her feet, like doing double time. That'll make you more tired, honey. Double time like that.
I read a book, Drama of the Gifted Child, and it talks about a lot of issues that people have, and like a lot of it stems from the time period of when you're born to 6 months, and then from when you're born to 3 years. And if something really traumatic happens in your life in that time, how it affects you today. And so watching her running and just like watching the type of attention she looks like for, I want to know what it was. Something in her childhood that was very traumatic. Obviously, she said it's something with her father, but I just feel like it's something deeper rooted than what she's giving us.
I think we all kind of know what it probably is. It's kind of what it normally is.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I mean, 1 in 3. This happens to 1 in 3 children in America. So, like, I think we all have a pretty good idea of what might have triggered.
Because she's so cool with her father. All she wants from him is an apology. It's interesting how she deals with her emotions.
Yeah, and why didn't she want to repeat what she that she wanted an apology?
Yeah.
Why was it such a big thing for the life coach to ask her again? What do you so you want an apology?
It's funny. It reminds me of my family gonna be like, Jesse, what the fuck? My brother, when he would get mad and he knew he was wrong about something, or he didn't want to talk about a subject or a situation, and it's almost kind of similar to this of when I ask you or I bring up, how I can help you, but in her mind, it's not an easy fix. It's not an easy, well, yeah, my dad can just say sorry, but he's not really going to be sorry. It's deeper than an I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It really is deeper than an I'm sorry.
She's making it about her father, but it's really about her.
And the fact that she's saying I'm sorry. There's a comfortability level within herself that I think she needs to figure out what that is.
Are we going to see, I remember at the beginning of the series, the parents come like for like a parents' day or something, right?
I mean, we should.
I thought that would have happened by now. But I definitely want to see that dynamic, like next the body language and, from all the girls. I want to see, how everyone interacts and to see how, what in their lives brought them up to be the way that they are. It's always really cool meeting parents. Even with my friends, I'm like, oh, all right, I could see. Yeah, that makes sense. All right.
Well, it'll be really interesting to see Red's mom and dad and to see who created this kid, what kind of attitude Red's gonna have when mommy and daddy come around. Are you gonna, be spicy, or are you gonna be Little Miss like
proper? Yeah.
Because daddy just sounded like, girl, don't do that. Don't fuck with
Watch
that
yourself.
So they play King's Cup. Red tried to match Max in sex. So she quits the game because everyone called her out that Max and sex do not rhyme. So she felt intimidated. She felt less than. She quits the game. It's interesting to me that Britt is falling into this Blue and Lauren-ish talking. Britt's starting to get irritated and upset. But I mean, I guess, is that shit talking? I don't actually consider that shit talking, actually. Never mind.
If you're doing it behind someone's back and not to them, it is shit talking.
Yeah, I mean, if Red is saying to Britt, like, do you not have an attitude problem? And Britt's like, no, girl, then yeah, that's shit talking. But I mean, if Britt's like, bitch, you're fucking crazy. Like, I'm just not even dealing with your temper tantrum right now. And you know what? Yeah, I can't stand Red when she has these temper. If it's that, then I'm cool with Britt doing that type of situation. But we'll find out more next week. Red says to the life coach, you cannot help me. Laura brings up that I feel like you want an apology, and Red freaks out. She keeps bringing into this physical wanting to fight, and that she felt intimidated. Not intimidated, I guess threatened. She felt threatened by Laura. Do you think that the feeling threatened stems from what happened as a child? Would you say that
no,
also
I
feel or it was more of an act?
I feel like it was an act. I really like. She's not gonna. Let's be real. You're sitting on a show with a therapist who's paid to be there. She's not going to physically assault you. Let's think about things with a clear mind here, Red. She was just doing it because she wanted an excuse to act crazy. She wanted an excuse to excuse her behavior.
And I don't think that Red actually, not that she wasn't mad about the situation, but I don't think she takes the life coach serious. I think she looks at the life coach like, bitch, you're not a therapist. You don't have a certificate. You aren't this. Like, this is a joke that you can bring this bitch in here. I think that she has that mentality with it. And you can have that mentality because that is the truth. This bitch really has no right to come in here and tell you nothing about your life. Or you can sit, listen, and pick apart, like, all right, the bitch doesn't know me, so she can't say A, B, and C. But I've heard these things a few times from other people. So maybe I'll take these life lessons. Do you see Red changing or kind of pulling it together? Or where do you think that this scene is cutting off to go into next week?
I feel like she's going to realize that she kind of overreacted. I really do. And I foresee them actually having a she and the
life coach,
having a conversation afterwards and trying to figure out why it had to get to that level. Because sometimes there's a moment in therapy when like you really have to just beat your chest, cry on the ground, and once all that pretense is gone, then you can do the real work. So I think that that's probably what's going to happen.
Oh, all right. I mean, I'm in with it. Let's go to predictions.
Wasn't that just a prediction?
It was.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV.
I'm overtired. All right, so next week Alex is modeling, and everyone's just mad at Alex next week. And
What's new?
Britt wants to go home and has a mental breakdown
Because of her brothers and sisters,
something.
which is an excuse.
For what? Well, we don't know. It could be something really serious.
No, I think the whole time she was bitching about, like, even in therapy or her life coach moments, she was like, I was always I was a parent to my brothers and sisters. It's always been that, and that's always been her story.
Oh, so she puts everything
She's gonna, she wants to leave. She's bored.
Yeah.
I'd be bored too.
And I mean, it's interesting because she says exactly what we've been saying. You know, what is her purpose in the house?
To wear booty shorts.
Yep. All right, no comment. On that note, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys hit us up at AfterBuzzTV.com. You guys can hit us up at Twitter and Instagram too. Make sure you guys also check out Maria Menounos' The Every Girl's Guide to Diet and Fitness. Get your workout on. You guys can tweet me all week long at DJ Jesse J.
You can tweet me at Chevonne_Hughes.
Until next week, same time, same place. Peace.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later, bitches.
Oh, I deflected that.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.